Oh, and he is just so close to finding something. Instead, it'll just be a bit of damage as he backs away from it all. And the ace site has been claimed, but the defense is here, Sully.
And no matter how quick Moist Moguls can get the spike down, everyone on the guard, all 5 players are out towards heaven. It's an early duel between these 5.
A huge paranoia there allows for the first 2 kills to go the way of Moist. Meanwhile, Brock working the long con, moving through tree once more. Valen gonna try and help Jonah P up top, and these are the 2 that you want alive in a situation like this. Both Valen and Jonah P up there in terms of clutch percentages. Jonah P finds his 3rd on the round. This guy said on Twitter, hey, I'm gonna give you some more of that clutch action, and he gets us started nice and early. 1 to go for Brock with 28 HP. A right click will not do it.
The rifle on a singular site. There's a chance for a couple of guns here, though. If Trent can get some action, if not Valen, and there's a good trade.
Yeah, numbers are stacked up here. Classic to find the first. Trent eventually makes good with that rifle. Jonah P will find one of his own and eventually takes the fight, but cannot win it. Now it's all up to Trent, and well, a 1v3 is just too much. He takes the first duel and loses it.
So they're going to be hard pressed to try and make it happen in a lot of 1v1 duels.
Yeah, but 3 players pushing through main, 2 of which that have been spotted. Tech still disconnected from the play because he's down to 11 HP. Didn't want to put himself in a bad spot. Speaking of bad spots, Steve just standing inside the smoke. He will go down through it. It dissipates. Brock shows himself. An old command online. It's all about the rifling, but that's what Tex does best. He backs away after being revealed. Players now to try and push him down. The sheriff shots don't land. Trent will help him out. Wants some more. Gets another. Tex will eventually be dealt with. But what can Thief do? There's just, it's too tall of an ask for Thief to do anything in that situation.
It flash as well. They're going to try and crunch towards B, and it is a good play, but as he checked the corner,
I think that's big from Sim, but even bigger from Jonah P. We go 2 for 2 at the start of this round, and the guard aren't giving it up just yet. They fought for the space inside B main. They pushed all the way throughout. They want to deal with Sim. They've erased him off the map. Now a player down or Moist as they set their eyes on this A site. The spike not yet committed as Valen will teleport across the map to help his teammate out.
Another disadvantageous position if you're Moist Moguls. Thief was thinking about it, peeking his head on top, but he's got no idea who's going to be there. It's net with the op in this retake. They're trying to spam the spike down, and it might actually work. No damage done to Brock. He's got a Hunter's Fury, but he's in no spot to use it. These 2 players have got a recon bolt and a paranoia between both of them.
Standing ahead.
One enemy remaining.
And Net just ready for everything, expecting some sort of aggression. Trent is just having a goofy, silly time, the way that he's just swinging angles. This time,
30 seconds
it's not
left.
a pretty sight if you're Moist Moguls. How do you even exec to begin with? Bro!
No,
Player standing.
no. That just feels like the game so far. Tex walking on water, finding obviously op shot kills, sure, but then getting away with absolute murder there with the shorty. And then it's Brock trying to do it again. 10 seconds. The Odin dropped over, so that'll be brought into the next round, but it's a 7th. All 5 outside B main here, just looking again to play the chaos, play the scramble, and the guard has been doing it better. A shorty in hand, Sim goes down.
They don't
Tex
check.
will find the first. Net has not been cleared, and he's going to collect.
You're kidding me.
Make it 4 for Net, and a 9th as the round comes through flawlessly.
He just...
Yeah, a minute left on the clock, and it still seems they want to commit this way. 0 point. Will reveal Brock. Proto tries his hand, but Valen sits him down. This guy has a huge round here. 3 kills for it. Thief gets 1. And a barrel's being spotted. Sim somehow stays alive. Trying to step to safety. Net's been dealt with. Another player around the corner, but Brock has his wits about him.
There's something here for Moist Moguls. Null command gets popped behind them, and Trent's already here. He's got to spam as well through this wall. But can they get the spike down? That's a risky swing.
Player standing.
And they cut it down to 1. It's all up to Tex.
Spike
The Clutcher's
planted.
out of the equation. Still good damage, though, from Trent and Valen, still holding that position. And Tex is going around the world here.
Full kit of util. Not a lot left for Moist Moguls, and I wonder when Flya does get this knife online, how the timing looks, if he's going to get the info. They have just smoked off A main, so there is some idea that he could be here. But look at the angles. Nobody's actually watching him directly. He could walk out right now, and they would never know. Ooh.
Yeah, fortunately, there's help and a flash on the other side. Brock will find the first Tex there for the trade with 26 HP. He'll dash away, find himself safe. Things get weird for a second. Jonah P falls just as Tex will follow. Flya starting to claw the way back into this one as this pistol round seemingly to go the way of Moist Moguls, and that it does. The young IGL of Flya makes an appearance here when it matters most.
And there is Moist Moguls are kind of blind to this play right now. There's an alarm bot that will give them the Q, but not a lot of resistance here right now.
No, Brock's trying to slow things down. Now it's all up to a Proto. Valen finds one. Under the controller, the Killjoy not yet spotted as he finally swings out. Valen, I mean, this is Valen's round, taking full control here. And with an Odin and an Operator, a retake and a 2v4, this feels out of reach for Moist.
And they're going for it. They just lost an Odin. That's 3,200 credits gone. And yeah, Sim, now is the realization that you've got to back away with the op that you have. This was a round that Moist Moguls came into with very, very heavy weaponry. Try and even it out and ensure that guard can't find 11. But this was a round that Moist Moguls, we didn't get to say it, but they needed this one to be at least kind of close. When the rifles get out, it will be the big test. And guard, 4-man walking it down. Catwalk, leaving Valen to catch a player off guard as the contact in towards Cat happens. Guard find 11. They keep 4 guns handy as well. With the big gun, and it's nothing. That big kill towards mid is going to exploit them. They'll break the alarm, but that will commit players here.
Yeah, Thief in flashes aplenty though. Flya will try his hand. They've spotted the spike, and Flya wants some more. He grabs it, 2 kills.
Valen's on
site. The KO. Yep, Valen with the backstab. Does it once more. Clears out this A site. Things are even.
No lockdown yet for Net. Valen just underneath. He should know both players are here. He's been spotted and won't get spammed down, luckily. Never mind.
Ooh. Yeah, I thought he was safe. No respite there for Valen. Net now gonna try his hand. 2 players spotted. As Brock ducks away, a Proto will find the kill, and Moist Moguls hang on.
Big team fights over here towards Tree. And these players are shot through the wall. Trent tagged down. But do they know where everyone is? They surely know where two are for now, but Valen is alone on site, and they cannot lose that control.
Yeah, they have absolutely no idea. Thief gonna shrouded step out towards the switch, so he's got himself on the cross. You see Sim still postured up with that Operator. Net's timing.
They're not working!
Everything here. So it's 4 kills on the round. The ace will escape him, but surely this one belongs to the guard as Thief has so many angles to worry about. And backside wasn't the first. He checks Valen. Yeah, fragments traded with that subsiding Tex. Gonna feel comfortable to push onto the site. Thief will find the first. That's Ned down. Tex now wants to try and get something back. Sim and Brock go huge. 3 kills away of the Jet. And the paranoia usually means something for the team. Instead, it's a bit of damage. That's Trent down to 8 HP as they back away. They're gonna bring up the cavalry though. Tex has the space inside market. And eventually it's taken away. The rest of the team is here. Paranoia will force him off the angle. Flya still inside. A beautiful reveal comes through. It allows Brock for the first, make it a second, as Sim will also jump his way into the kill feed. And that lockdown that we mentioned has no value here in this round as Net finds himself a 1v5.
And the idea here from the guard was we can try and, create confusion towards the A side, see if we can draw rotates, maybe give an opportunity for someone like Tex or Net to capitalize on someone pushing B. That null command wasn't able to reach Brock as well. That Hunter's Fury, that's a spam that has to connect, and it does. But Trent's got the high HP, and Net is on alert. What is this timing between these players? They have to kill the KJ.
Yeah, a Proto's still alive, so that alarm bot will trigger, and they'll know, no, they just get suppressed. The worst timing there. A 0 point comes out. A Proto was suppressed now. It doesn't matter. Here comes the paranoia, but here comes the backstab just behind him. It's all up to Brock. He'll try and hang on, and he does so for 3 kills on the round. Next up is Valen through the box. He goes down. It's Brock who's in a tough spot. If Sim does not hit this shot, it would be everything. Recon Bolt is out. Tex and friends now starting to march their way through. Thief doesn't give himself up, but Jonah P still finds him. And the shots, the optic continues to ring, but it's Sim who finds himself at 2 HP as Tex holds the angle. Down to 2, they battled the best they could, but it might not be enough unless the Proto gets it done and he falls short.
Here, just in the pistol round.
Yeah, things get slowed down though. Stun comes out. Valen put in a bad spot finally. The fault line subsides and Net will find the first, but Moist are here to fight for this B site. You talked about the retake, Sully, and well, they're taking it back before that spike can even get planted, but we find ourselves in the ones. It's Jonah P, who's clutched before. Can he do it again? Brock just on the other side. The spike a little out of reach as they dance the dance here in the pistol round. It's Brock to actually reposition, but he gives himself up.
He's 5 seconds till this fault line, Tanner.
Unavailable. Spike in hand, sends that one out now. Beautiful stun there, played perfectly from Jonah P. You called it, Sully.
And Moist Moguls are already here again.
And no smokes absolutely hurt. And well, now you got no lineups. 2 more players fall. Jonah P. across the map with Trent in tow. The fade aforementioned earlier in this round.
He's been good in playoffs so far, Jonah P. A playoff hero. And he's got 4 players all coming from one angle. No flashes from Brock, so they can't check this. They can't check this. He needed a little bit extra in that fight.
No, and Jonah P, he just steps to the side. He's a-okay. Flashes aplenty as Valen helps him out for the first. Finally, the backstab comes through, but it's a guard, a player ahead. And it's all up to Moist to now make the play. 2 remain inside A main. As the paint shells get blocked just a bit. Of Proto gonna go on the offensive here with 54 HP. That Sky Smoke not gonna be much longer as Tex will find the first. The second in the post plant, 3 kills on the round. And for the extremities, they only have to pay attention to where this retake is coming from. And most of the time, it's through this spawn. Ooh, good aggression, though. Flash to the backside. Out comes the showstopper. Tex cannot find his footing as he goes up top. He's taken down a 2-for-2 trade thus far, but an ultimate used, an ultimate gone, and even grounds.
I'm confused. I think the Rolling Thunder was used by Jonah P and mistimed. He's got 2 of his own players stunned as well. So a very messy trade over towards Sands. They're checking over towards Rope in case of the rotate, but they know it's going to be an A hit regardless. No ultimates to hold back the plant for now. This Moist Moguls
Spike planted.
might be able to get an isolated 1 on site here if they're able to flush out Valen.
And they're just moments late on the util again. Spike gets planted, Incendiary goes out, and no real pressure for Valen. Wasn't even planning up against it here. Knives are out, Cloud bursts down. Sim gonna try his hand. It's a Proto to find that first kill. Trent there on the trade. Here comes a backstab from Sands, holding down Mouse 1 with the classic out. It's a Proto for 3. Yeah, staying alive. Heals come through with that regrowth from Brock, so as healthy as can be as they look to find their way back on, but Tex just starts to knock them down. Yeah, paint shells out, forcing their hand. They push forward right into the welcome arms of Trent. As the operator shot, it goes wide. Look at the health. No! He doesn't need the op, but he continues to fight with it. And sure, job's not done here for the guard, but they find themselves a free A site once more. A player ahead as Valen looks to cross the shot. Just a second too late. Fault line. Oh, and Fly is gonna go for this one. No way. Finds one, make it 2 as Trent now will work hand in hand with this initiator duo here in Jonah P.
Oh my god, I don't like this. The op, it's just straight down towards A main. And there's no util, the flash isn't gonna work, you gotta swing through a smoke.
And sees this out, catches 1, Incendiary to try and keep him at bay, but they can just spam this out. And surely, yeah, I would say surely no way a Proto gets anything with this one. Jonah P pushes through the spike as the clock continues to tick, and they've yet to take this space on the site. Now Flya out on his front foot. Duel taken with Brock. Tex falls. The player ahead, but the backstabs are here. Doubled up inside tower, and Jonah P is teeing off for 4 kills on the round. What does it mean? Nets down, sure, but we've seen the guard battle back in this one. Moist Moguls still have to make us believers here. Sim steps up, Valen knocks him down. A Proto steals one from across the site as he works his way on, and corners go uncleared, but Jonah P has to do it again. And if anybody could do it, it's just not here. Rolling Thunder comes through, up goes a Proto, down he follows, and Jonah P does it again for the clutch.
Aftershock as well, they're not getting into it. They're leaving Net to his own devices.
And when does he finally push out? Sim tucked away. A couple of kills go the way of Moist as they start to fight back. The Garter getting cut down. Tex will now try his hand. Paint shells out. Trusty Sheriff in his back pocket. 3 players still to worry about, one of which
Spike planted.
low in HP. That's Flya playing just off the site. Pistol spotted. Not gonna be enough. Good shots there. Flash won't land. Who peeks first? Or do they go same time? 1 kill away from the paint shells. Could be everything that he needs. A shot that goes wide. A second one doesn't quite find its mark. Eventually will.
Oh my god!
Goes huge. The clutches don't stop. And the guard take the pistol. It's not everything that they would have hoped for. Util dumped out. Plenty coming through. Trent tossing out a Prowler. Go 1 for 1 in kills just on the other side. Is this fade? Flashes out, undetected, unaffected. A classic in hand, but it looks like Moist have found a way. It's Tex again in a similar situation. A 1v3. Paint shells available. Health is low.
I still love his odds here. I still love his odds off of that nade. I love these odds here for him. A Proto gets away, though. Barely tagged. But this Phantom could make magic. One towards drop, one on sight in the back corner, and one just behind the default box. And he fakes it. The door opens, but he doesn't enter. He doesn't check dish. He doesn't check drop. That could be his demise. It's a crossfire.
No, they do get the orbital strikeout, though, from Valen, so that ultimate won't be available. They send one back to their own. Brock caught with the guiding light in hand inside the smoke. The fights continue, and unfortunately, they're not going the way of Moist Moguls. Sim was the last one standing, found himself prim and proper on the site, but good dig out. Valen up top. Go the blades. When it shower, not quite getting the value. He's stuck inside his own smoke, not healthy enough to peek out just yet. A Prowler takes a bite, and he still cannot fight a Proto. Waiting to get something cheeky as he drops down. The backstep there from Jonah, and the guard are starting to clean up. One player the lead as the Rolling Thunder comes through deep, allowed the plant.
Flash. Ollie. Between Thief and Flya. And 4 players, well, just 3, patiently waiting. What a flash, and what a chance given to Moist Moguls. That might have just saved them in this map. I just feel something bad's gonna happen. I knew something bad was gonna happen, Tanner.
More than they could have hoped for. Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the map, the guard also fighting for this space. They gamble the bottom side, and well, they start to win huge. They go all in, and Moist don't have many ways out. Weapons aplenty here for the guard to pick up. As Tex will find himself a Phantom, 2 players just around the corner. Sim will try his hand at them both, but the first one takes them down. The guard out goes the Prowler, reveals player inside main. A Proto still holds his ground on the cross. Gonna try and keep Sim alive, who refused to give up his spot, and he finds one for it. Valen there for the trade back, and the odds are even. Time though.
They tap. Where is it?
Tap on the spike, Deep grabs one, Tex for the next. Incendiary is down. Do they have enough time? Bot on the clock as Brock has been dealt with. That's going to be enough. Moist Moguls have done just enough to hang on for another round here on Fracture.
But no guns, Tanner. No guns moving forward.
Rolling Thunder available. See how that one gets used as Ned dances inside the smoke. Behind a Prowler he goes. He looks to walk himself up. Beautiful ult there. It stuns just about everybody as Jonah P is left to just tuck away and hope for the best. If anybody could do it, it's Jonah. He finds the first, can't quite grab the second. Brock a bit better on the angle. Doesn't send out his own. Doesn't feel comfortable enough to fight. Net here to try and help him out as Brock works his way through the smoke. Is there, the flash is out as well, and Moist Moguls have assumed this site, and with that, Valen and Tex are headed for the hills.
That flash actually might have just saved Moist Moguls in that round. Flya getting it out, ensuring Net can't double face 2 players walking through a smoke. And 10 on the board. Moist Moguls have done it. They hit double digits one more time. With 2 rifles saved up. The guard have let this map slip away once again. A Moist Moguls that were 0-3 coming into this second map of Fracture had not won a single map in the last 3 months. And the guard, who have a dominant winning record so far, just beating Oxygen the other day.
30 seconds left.
Oh, and this has been heard. Out comes that Rolling Thunder. Trent's unaffected. One smoke to work with. Trent pushes through. Knife out. Deep gets one back. The site has been assumed, but here comes the backstab. Brock caught in the seas, and Trent can't get the kill. From the backside, it's Valen to try and hold on, but Moist Moguls do it.
How prepared. Look at this A main fight that's about to happen.
And door swings open, 1 for 1. A Proto wants to find some more. Flashes keep the attack at bay. Out comes the aftershock. Trent sees through it. Clearly, Trent sees through it. And now Thief will try his hand. A 1v4. Smoke goes down. The first fight with Valen cannot win it. Out the guard. An early lead here in overtime.
But now,
oh, Prowler doesn't get Flya here, but there's 3 players around the corner. Flash a second too late, and he'll eventually be dealt with. Moist want to fight back for it. Jonah P takes two before falling, and Tex isn't done. He's still on the angle. Boombot's
like
out.
this.
2 players are just around the corner, and Moist have to fight to leave their spawn, but the crunch is here, and a Proto has to do it again. He's been revealed across the map, and he's spikeless.
Look at the position. They're watching the rope. Eyes as well on the B site. And a Proto. 2 cages, Tanner. 2 cages to make a cross. He's got at least a 1v1 against Tex, but then it's a game of guessing. Where does Net reside? And he's hoping someone gets aggressive with 40 seconds left. He's just checked his flank. And he knows they're playing together.
He's got to get a move on. Swings out, spots one. Again, the guessing game for the next as Net comes through. The guard will eventually get it done.
That they've played here. And Moist Moguls playing a retake on the C site, similar to what we've seen on Fracture and Ascent. They're just going to be right on the doorstep.
Yeah, I mean, retake, they are quick to it. Deep leads the charge. The Paranoia finds an early kill onto Tex. Valen good for the trade, as the decay is good. The chop away at the health bars, but that has not been enough. Sim will eventually go down, but it's all up to one, that one being Trent.
I wonder if Flya's going to send this aftershock in fault line towards that corner out towards Long, and it seems that he has. He's done exactly that to force these players out. What a huge play from Flya. And what it was, the bonus of Moist Moguls, they might have just gotten picked up unless Tex can find something huge. It's 5 players alive, and Moist Moguls had the recipe in this retake.
Sim gonna take the high ground, force back the dash away. A Proto buys some time and some space. Will grab himself a couple of kills.
Aftershock forcing Tex into the open.
Blocking sight.
Lovely idea with that Viper Storm to counter the spam that Thief had last time. And there's a lurk up from a Proto that will give them some space towards B, but now Net is trying to make noise in the garage to fake a split, but he doesn't actually approach. There's still an alarm, but they're actually pivoting to the A site. And I don't like the timing here, because already Flya's going to be inbound. He will have a stun to delay by a couple of crucial seconds, but he himself has been stunned. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to do much.
Spike planted.
Yeah, he was spotted. So they know defenders close. Here on the site, 3 players stand. Operator in the hands of Jonah P. Lower HP means Tex will take the rifle fight. Sim down to 10 himself. Good flash. Tex on the close angle here. Are they expecting it? He'll beat the fault line. Op steps up first, and it's first to fall. A Proto somehow finds the snap. 3 kills to the kill joy means this one looking pretty good for Moist, but they're running out of time. Op shot lands for Jonah P. He backs away. Net will also play off the back end of his utility, but a spike still to worry about. The defenders cut down once more. The attackers turn defenders, I should say. There isn't any lack of them here. Beautiful, beautiful setup. Oh my goodness, but I mean, Net just doesn't care. Here on this angle, just continues to push on through. Not even next. Meanwhile, Valen makes mid his own. As 3 players try their hand, he cuts them all down. He'll reign supreme.
So Net's not in a bad area here. They can't break this lockdown. They have to back away. Players will get detained here in a second. Thief going by himself. And they do. That's going to slow down even further. I think if you're Moist Moguls, you low-key just save here. Just let Stim go in alone.
Enemy remaining.
3 killed.
But not the case. They feed a few kills more over to Valen, who opened up the round, looking to close it out. And what does Sim have to lose, right? Blades in hand. Decay is there. Can hopefully take a couple of heads with them, but nothing to grab the team over. From the shadows used, that will confirm few players out towards A long. And I mean, it might be a few more than Brock can handle here. Next one up is the fault line is just a second late. And there's no way out for the Sova except for in way of death.
Brock wanted in a second there. Oh, that's really well timed with that smoke fade. He might be able to catch. Oh, he does catch him. Jumping down is Flya. Jumping down is Flya. And Flya's got to find 2 more. Not meant to be. He made it possible. And it's all Faker, right, Tanner? Other side of the map. Have they bought into this one? Tex doing everything. Getting 1 is huge.
Sim's still here, though. Sim hasn't given this up just yet. Val gonna teleport across the map, right into the crosshair, but the shots go wide. Trent with the Viper's Pit once more. Domain expansion here on the A site, and it's been assumed by the guard.
A little bit of shock dart damage, but Net's able to back away. And look at the control this Viper's Pit gives you. All the way into spawn, and even a nanostorm to buy more time. a second to follow. Everyone's going in towards heaven. And they have one flash to get into the site.
They have to waterfall from this position. Drop down, Trent ready for it. Expect some more, but dealt with. The pit will fall, but they need to find some more. As the last one stands, it's Jonah P. It's the person you want in this situation as the spike continues to tick. There aren't cover moments from dissipating. First one up won't go down. Flya hangs on to the round.
Check back sight. But look at Sim and look at Brock and how close they are.
Yeah, crossfire here. Brock gonna show himself. Aftershock comes through. Flya full of util here. As the nano swarm was dealt with, Valen to hop onto the spike. Good spam through the Viper util. The sheriff shots, they don't land. They go over the shoulders in mid. The control has been taken by the guard, and so does the pistol. Will hold the push from backside. Sim will now assume his position atop the logs. Tex can try and get in his own smoke. Should call this one out, and it's the judge in Tex's hands now as he closes the gap. And this round, the buy, it doesn't go the way that you had hoped if you're a Moist Moguls fan, as the guard will tie us up.
Nope, they're just gonna rotate and fight with their team.
Beautiful shots here, pushing aggressively. Allow for space to get that spike planted. That was Brock to get that one down. Rolling Thunder available for Flya. We'll see if they need it. Sim gets caught, util in hand, and punished for it. The kills are traded right back. Moist Moguls find themselves in the driver's seat as Net will try his hand, picks up 2 kills, but with 5 HP, how much more can he get? Almost gets it done.
Jonah P up against Flya, who's peeking out from garage door now. There's got to be something, because Valent's here as well. Backs down from towards C-Long, and there's nothing here that Moist Moguls can do.
They have not moved just yet. Still
That's
2
EV.
defenders here. They're here.
Spike down A.
From the shadows from Valent gives them the cue, and they knew it was a fake.
Yeah, Proto gonna grab it back though. They've opened up this site here as Net will find Sim looking to work his way back towards his team. Fly gonna try and minimize the damage dealt, and he does so successfully. But Jonah P, that P stands for playoff. The P stands for playmaker, and he's done just that. A slower start, but he looks to pick up the pace right here. Stunned as thief, as Jonah P will run him down. And the spike is planted, sure, but the retake looks good as Flya gives himself up too much. And a huge round for the guard as they scrape their way back in. This story of Moist Moguls, they're not going to give this up. Flash out, lockdown doesn't matter. Jonah P only gets 1 as the rest of the defense are able to back away safely. This pit's not even going to fall. Good snake fight will split the team. Sim on the other side.
And they're coming up through this Viper's pit. This was such a good pit.
1 enemy remaining.
It gives so much space, and even with the lockdown center, they're walking into the K no matter what.
Yeah, 1 HP shots through the box is all it took. Thief's been good, but he has to be perfect. He has to be godlike. The hero here in Tex.
No mistakes. No mistakes in this post plant. It's already been tapped once. That's a big kill. He saw the second. Sim needs something else here, and he's not going to get it.
That's it. That will do it. They all get mowed down. Net for 3. The defuse the way of Valen, and the guard battered and bruised.
Defenders win.
Raise their shields to fight again.